In the shadowed corridors of history, hidden from the eyes of many, there exists a people whose faith and practices remain a mystery to most, the Druze. Known among themselves as al-Muwaddin, or the people of the unity, their belief system is one that has flourished under secrecy and devotion, passed down through generations. To speak of the Druze is to speak of an ancient, enigmatic faith that has defied time, surviving through centuries of conflict, persecution, and exile. But the question remains, who are the Druze? What is it that drives their beliefs? And how have they managed to preserve their unique way of life in a world that constantly seeks to understand, divide, and label? The origins. The tale of the Druze begins not in one distant age, but in the midst of time, with their roots deep in the land of Egypt. It was here in the heart of this ancient kingdom that the first stirrings of their philosophy emerged through the teachings of a man named Hamza ibn Ali, a learned scholar of great wisdom. Hamza sought to articulate a new understanding of God, a God who is not distant but present in every part of creation, a God whose unity transcends all earthly divisions. This understanding, the Tawhid, is a very cornerstone of their faith. To the Druze, God is not a figure bound by conventional worship or rituals, but a presence that permeates all things. They believe that the divine manifests not in the form of idols or statues, but in the essence of the world itself, hidden within the layers of existence. It is a belief that transcends the physical, reaching into the realm of the unseen and the unknown. But the true transformation of their faith would come with the arrival of al-Ḥākim bi-Amr Allah, the enigmatic Fatimid Caliph. Al-Ḥākim was not merely a king to the Druze. He was, in their eyes, the living embodiment of the divine on earth. He was not worshipped as a god, but revered as a symbol of divine perfection. His rule would lay the foundation for a faith that would thrive in secrecy, creating a path that would stretch far beyond the reaches of time and place. The schism and the birth of the Druze. However, all was not peaceful in the development of the Druze faith. With time, a division began to form between those who sought to preserve the sacred mysteries of their teachings and those who wished to share them more openly. A pivotal figure in this struggle was al-Druze, one of the faith's early advocates. His attempt to declare the divinity of al-Ḥākim was rejected by the Druze, and he was expelled from their ranks. His name became associated with heresy, and it is from his name that the term Druze was coined. Yet, the Druze themselves do not honor him. For them, his actions were a distortion of their path. Secrecy and knowledge. Over time, the Druze faith became more secretive, more hidden. Only those initiated into their sacred teachings, the Aql or the wise ones, could truly understand the depths of their belief. The Aql are the spiritual leaders, the philosophers, and the mystics who guard the sacred texts and rituals. They alone are entrusted with the epistles of wisdom, the collection of writings that encapsulate the Druze understanding of God, the universe, and the soul. These epistles are not written in simple terms. They are steeped in a mystical language meant to be interpreted by those who possess the knowledge to do so. The Aql's role is not just to preserve knowledge, but to guide their community through the intricacies of life. For them, it is not enough to simply understand the secrets of existence. They must live by them, manifesting divine wisdom in the world through their actions, their guidance, and their leadership. But for the vast majority of the Druze, the Juhal, or uninitiated, their focus is on daily life. They do not engage in deep intellectual pursuit of the sacred texts. Instead, their devotion is reflected in their deeds. Their worship, their relationship with God, is reflected in the way they treat each other, in their pursuit of social harmony, and in their quest for moral righteousness. The soul and reincarnation. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Druze faith is their belief in the journey of the soul. The Druze hold that the soul is eternal, undergoing a process of reincarnation from one life to the next. The soul does not merely start anew with each life. It carries forward the lessons of the past, refining and purifying itself with each cycle. It is through this ongoing process of spiritual evolution that the Druze believe they can come closer to divine unity with God. Unlike many other religious systems, the Druze do not believe in a final judgment in a conventional sense. They do not see life as a series of binary choices that lead to heaven or hell. Instead, they view the journey of the soul as a continuous unfolding, each life a step closer to spiritual enlightenment. Only through the purification of the soul over many lifetimes can one hope to reach a state of divine unity with God. Marriage and unity. Marriage within the Druze faith holds profound significance. For them, marriage is not simply a union between two individuals. It is a joining of two souls on a shared path towards spiritual perfection. The Druze believe that to marry outside of their faith is to disrupt this sacred journey. Interfaith marriages are discouraged, not out of hatred, but because they believe the soul of someone not initiated in their teachings cannot walk the same path toward enlightenment. The Druze in modern times. In the modern world, the Druze remain a people apart. Living primarily in the mountainous regions of Syria, Lebanon, and Israel, they are known for their quiet dignity. Their devotion to peace and knowledge remains unshaken, even as they face political and social strife. They do not seek to dominate or proselytize. They are not interested in expanding their numbers or altering the fate of others. Instead, they seek to live true to their beliefs, finding peace not through power or control, but through wisdom and understanding. In times of conflict, the Druze have been tested. They have faced persecution, violence, and exclusion, but they have also proven their resilience. Throughout the ages, they have stood firm in their faith, even when the world around them sought to tear them down. They have served as soldiers in foreign armies, and their loyalty has often been called into question. Yet they remain steadfast, for they know that their true allegiance lies not in the politics of the world, but in the purity of their faith, the enduring light. In the face of adversity, the Druze continue their journey. Though their numbers may be small, their commitment to their faith, to the unity of God and the purity of the soul, remains unwavering. In a world that is ever-changing and filled with uncertainty, they are a beacon of quiet strength, a people who have chosen the path less traveled, and whose devotion to their beliefs shines like a light in the darkness. That light, though small, has endured through the ages, and it will continue to burn brightly for generations to come. The story of the Druze is a story of faith, mystery, and resilience. It is a story of a people who have remained true to their beliefs, regardless of the challenges they face. And though their faith may be a mystery to many, it is a light that continues to illuminate the path of those who seek wisdom, peace, and understanding.